Welcome back, brothers and sisters, Godly Vibes family. Pray everybody is doing well. For those here for the first time, welcome. So, I decided to come on live today because the Charlie Kirk shooter has been caught and is now in custody. 22-year-old Tyler Robinson. Insane. The suspect, identified as 22-year-old Tyler Robinson from Washington, Utah, was taken into custody late on September 11th, 2025, around 11 p.m. local time in southern Utah, following a tip from someone close to him. Reportedly, his father, via a minister connected to law enforcement. His father, a minister connected to law enforcement. Interesting enough, his mother is also a social worker. It's not like the dude came from a crazy bad family. We'll get there though. President Trump announced the arrest during his Fox and Friends interview on September 12th, standing with a high degree of certainty that authorities had the perpetrator in custody, crediting the quick work of the FBI, local police, and Utah officials. Robinson, a local believed to have familiarity with Utah Valley University, is accused of firing the fatal shot from a rooftop using a high-powered rifle, which was recovered nearby. He has not yet been formally charged, and the motive remains under investigation, but law enforcement sources confirm he is the primary suspect. The governor, Stephen Cox, came out and said that's him. Also, he gives different detailed information that I'm going to show a video of, but this is the guy, 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, ladies and gentlemen.
Yesterday, you were at the 9/11 memorial. We were all watching that. And J.D. Vance was supposed to be with you. He went out to be with Charlie Kirk's family and to get the body back to his hometown in Arizona. And you said you were going to award him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which was very nice of you. Any updates on this suspect?
Yeah. Can I always say, I think, just to protect us all, and so Fox doesn't get sued, and we all don't get sued, and everything else. But I think with a high degree of certainty, we have him in custody. Right? In custody. Everyone did a great job. We worked with the local police, the governor. Everybody did a great job. You know, getting somebody that you start off with absolutely nothing. And we started off with a clip that made him look like an ant that was almost useless. We just saw there was somebody up there. And so much work has been done over the last 2.5 days. You know, it's amazing, actually, when you start off with that and then all of a sudden you get lucky or talent or whatever it is. But, yeah, I think we're in great shape.
Mr. President.
And he's in custody.
This is somebody who was said to have a 4.0 GPA as well. Tyler Robinson, 22 years old, completely just ruined his whole life because he's a brainwashed individual. He was a brainwashed individual, ruined his whole life. Not only his family's, his dad, his mother. I seen comments on comments on comments of people going off on his family. Going off. Now, I can't get behind that. I can't get behind people being upset with he is responsible for his own actions. Now, granted, I am somebody that believes in, raising a kid the right way. But how do we know they didn't do that? How do we know he just didn't get brainwashed from what he was in? This is why you got to be careful a lot of different times, even with allowing your children around certain people. Influence is strong, especially in the world, and allowing your children to watch certain things. Being too much of a friend other than a parent. Because they can drift off into a whole nother world that you didn't raise them to be in. This happens with a lot of different people. The beauty in raising your kid, planting a seed in them with the Lord is, it says they'll come back. But I don't even want them to stray off. Instill God in them so much that they stay there. They want to stay there. They built their own relationship with the Lord. Tyler Robinson reportedly confessed killing Charlie Kirk to his father, who was a 27-year veteran of the Washington County Sheriff's Department. Dad, a whole cop. Mom, a whole social worker. Didn't have a terrible family. At least it doesn't seem like it on the outside. Who knows what was going on the inside?
Okay. Congratulations. You have been selected to receive the Resident Presidential Scholarship from Utah State University. The value of this scholarship is approximately $32,000. This scholarship is available for 4 years or 8 semesters.
Life ruined. Did it to himself. Did it to himself. Something just happened to my live. I have no idea what it was, guys. I want to play a video of the governor of Utah, who talked about and went into great detail about this individual being captured. Very, very sad news, but great news that he's been caught. And I pray that justice is served. Amen. But let's play the video of the actual governor of Utah, Stephen Cox or Spencer Cox, one of the two.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. On the evening of September 11th, a family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to a family friend who contacted the Washington County Sheriff's Office with information that Robinson had confessed to them or implied that he had committed the incident. This information was relayed to the Utah County Sheriff's Office and scene investigators at Utah Valley University. This information was also conveyed to the FBI. Investigators reviewed additional video footage from UVU surveillance and identified Robinson arriving on UVU campus in a gray Dodge Challenger at approximately 8:29 a.m. on September 10th, in which he is observed on video in a plain maroon t-shirt, light-colored shorts, a black hat with a white logo, and light-colored shoes. When encountered in person by investigators in Washington County on September 12th in the early morning hours, Robinson was observed in consistent clothing with those surveillance images. Investigators interviewed a family member of Robinson who stated that Robinson had become more political in recent years. The family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th, and in the conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. The family member also stated Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate. The family member also confirmed Robinson had a gray Dodge Challenger. Investigators identified an individual as the roommate of Robinson. Investigators interviewed that roommate, who stated that his roommate, referring to Robinson, made a joke on Discord. Investigators asked if he would show them the messages on Discord. He opened it and showed several messages to investigators and allowed investigators to take photos of the screen as each message was shown by Robinson's roommate. These photos consisted of various messages, including content of messages between the phone contact named Tyler with an emoji icon and Robinson's roommate's device. The content of these messages included messages affiliated with the contact Tyler, stating a need to retrieve a rifle from a drop point, leaving the rifle in a bush, messages related to visually watching the area where a rifle was left, and a message referring to having left the rifle wrapped in a towel. The messages also refer to engraving bullets and a mention of a scope and the rifle being unique. Messages from the contact Tyler also mentioned that he had changed outfits. I know there has been speculation as well as to the writing on those casings, those bullet casings, and I believe we have that as well, and I will share that with you now. So the area north of Campus Drive Road where the suspect crossed over, you saw some of that in the video that we released last night, consists of a grassy area with trees on the edge of the UVU campus. Investigators discovered a bolt-action rifle wrapped in a dark-colored towel. The rifle was determined to be a Mauser Model 98 30-06 caliber bolt-action rifle. The rifle had a scope mounted on top of it. Investigators noted inscriptions that had been engraved on casings found with the rifle. Inscriptions on a fired casing read, "Notices bulges, capital OWO, what's this?" ? Inscriptions on the 3 unfired casings read, "Hey fascist!" ! Catch! ! Up arrow symbol, right arrow and symbol, and 3 down arrow symbols. A second unfired casing read, "Oh Bella Chow, Bella Chow, Bella Chow, Chow Chow," and a third unfired casing read, "If you read this, you are gay, LMAO." We are indebted to law enforcement across the state who's worked seamlessly together, local law enforcement, state law enforcement, and our federal partners with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We're grateful for everyone who worked together in such a short amount of time to find this person and to bring justice. I want to thank the public who has been so engaged, reviewing videos, helping us with sending in tips, and helping us get to this point. I want to thank the family members of Tyler Robinson who did the right thing in this case and were able to bring him into to law enforcement as well.
So, hey fascist, catch. Clearly a brainwashed individual who went towards the left. Most likely had his whole algorithm filled up with different nonsense. Different stuff that's just not true. Got it in his head that he needs to take him out. He needs to be the hero for these crazy individuals. I'll be the one to do it. Psychotic. Clearly went to a space of insanity. Got on top of this roof, aimed for Charlie Kirk, hit him, and now a wife is without her husband, and kids are without their father. Sad. I don't know what happened to the live guys. It's crazy because it's the same thing that happened to Candace Owens yesterday. What in the world is going on? I don't know. I wasn't going to be on here a lot longer, but since something happened to my live, I'm just going to end it right there. May justice be served, amen. Actually, we got a little clip of Andrew Tate, too. It's a video of him going around saying what he thinks should be done. These guys. Oh, man. Excuse the language.
So Charlie's killer has been caught. Some 22-year-old dweeb, some theater kid who managed to kill a man far greater than he could ever be. What comes next? Well, this is extremely simple. He's now been apprehended. Now that he's been apprehended, he should be interviewed publicly. And the name of every single inspiration that comes out of his mouth, when we ask him why he believed what he thought about Charlie, all of the liberal media, all of the left-wing influencers, all of his friends, anybody who told him bad things about Charlie, every single name he says, they are all in a RICO case and they also go to jail. He is then thrown in a cell, and the only way he can get food in this barren landscape is by carving the word sorry into his own skin with a knife. Eventually, when he's run out of skin to carve, we're going to line him up and shoot him in the fucking neck. And if anybody at home has a problem with this, I'll take the shot myself. We'll put him on a post. We'll stand him up there, 200 yards, the exact same rifle with the exact same ammunition, exact same for karmic retribution, and we take out his fucking vocal cords. Justice is done. And if any of these other liberal pieces of shit feel like they can go around and murder people purely because they cannot handle combat in the realm of ideas, they can meet the exact same end that they inflict on people which are far greater than them.
So one thing I can say is the one part I can agree with is having this individual say exactly what was on his mind and different things that he thought and different people he talked to that got him to the point where he wanted to take the life of Charlie. Because a lot of different times you don't get them in custody. They'll take their own life. But now that you have one of them in custody, ask him questions. Ask him who he talked to. Ask him what he believed. Ask him what books he read. Because something is happening to the point where these people just get filled and manifest fully and give birth to death. So I could definitely agree with finding different things that was on this individual's mind. To be in that space where the wickedness just flows out, this is premeditated. The Catholic Church premeditated. They're writing on the doggone the magazines. Hey, fascists, catch on bullets. Possession. Knew what he was doing the whole time he was walking to the school. Did you guys see that video when he was limping? In the neighborhood, TMZ got a video of him actually limping to go to the school. My guess is there's a whole rifle in his pants. I don't know. But may justice be served. Amen. We're going to end it right there. I may go live again. We're going to see. I don't know what's going on with this mess. Who knows? That's crazy. But may justice be served. Pray for this man's family. Pray for his kids. Pray for his relatives. Amen. Let me know what you guys think about this. God bless.